One newborn, one 4-year-old, fast asleep. Oh, yeah.
You are the man.
And you are definitely the woman. Come on. We have, what, 10 minutes before one of our kids wakes up?
What are you talking about, Mr. Snyder?
What I'm talking about is you gotta stop fluffing. And then... Nobody's home.
I was on my way to a late supper with Katie, and I saw your lights were on. I thought maybe Sage would be awake. You know what? I'll come by another day. It's fine.
No,
great.
No,
That's
no,
a great
no,
idea.
no. Sage is asleep, but you don't have to run off. Jack will get you a beer. Won't you, sweetheart? Well. A late supper with Katie. It's about time, Casanova. I was wondering if you were ever going to make your move. Oh, come on, you stupid corkscrew. Mike? No, not yet.
Are you busy?
No, I'm just trying to prepare a dinner for Mike that is a lot harder than it seems in this stupid cookbook, and my house is a mess, and I can't get this
That's
bottle of wine
nothing.
open.
I have to be a grown-up, and I have no idea how. Please help me, Katie, before I just totally ruin my life.
I should never have left it. Not for a minute. I should never have left it.
No, it wouldn't have made a difference.
Is everything all right? Did something happen to Bob?
Well, he was coming around.
I heard he was making progress.
He was talking. He had his eyes open. He was trying to talk to us.
I'm so sorry. If there's anything I can do.
Rick says there's nothing anybody can do. Rick was with him when it happened. Tom, I have to call Tom.
This is so sad. Bob was doing so well. Oh, darling, you must be devastated.
And I was so sure that he was improving. After being taken off his case and then reinstated, I've got a lot to prove.
You don't have anything to prove. Ben is the primary care physician.
Please, Ben, he walks on water around here.
Was he with you when Bob relapsed? So you're the only one who knows what really happened?
I'm afraid so.
Well, you better tell me exactly what you did.
Rick.
What about him?
Rick.
Dad, wake up. Dad, what are you trying to tell me about Rick?
Are you protecting Rose from Dusty? Because that's crazy. You know, they betrayed you. They deserve each other.
That's true, but they don't deserve to be happy.
You know you can't control someone's happiness.
Oh, yes, I can. As long as there is guilt in this world, I can. And you forget, I know Rose. I know her very well.
You have a plan, don't you?
Oh, yeah, and it's a beauty. Really, it's very simple. There's no bribes or kidnapping or anything like that. Just a lot of pretend sadness, you know, with me with my lower lip quivering, and a lot of understanding from the injured party.
And that will what?
That will remind Rose how she and Dusty hurt me. I'm gonna make Rose feel so guilty that she won't even hold Dusty's hand.
That's your plan? Paul, you forget, I've met the man. And there is no way a little thing like guilt is gonna keep your ex-fiancé out of his bed.
I told you I can't do this.
What is this? I'm talking about making love. I'm talking about taking this energy that we have between us and seeing what it's all about.
I just need a little time.
He really got to you, didn't he? What line of garbage did Paul feed you down there in the dining room?
It wasn't a line.
Whatever it was, it must have been good enough to kill any heat that we had going on.
Just back off, okay? Just back off for a second. Paul wasn't playing a game. He was real. He was devastated and upset and vulnerable. And we made him that way.
Why, That's good. He's yanking your chain and you don't even see it.
No, you got it all wrong. No, he doesn't want me back. He wants me to be happy.
Then why is he turning you into a fool?
Don't call me a fool.
All right, well, stop acting like one. You know, Paul's manipulating you. Why can't you see this?
No, he wouldn't do it.
How do you know? He's the son of Barbara Ryan and James Stembeck. He comes from a very dirty gene pool.
Do you know how hard he works not to be like those
He's got to
parents?
work on it at all. It should tell you something, shouldn't it? I mean, come on. Tell me that you really believe that he wants to see you happy.
He does.
On whose terms? Does he want to see you happy with me?
If there's something that you're not seeing, that Paul, it's gone. The Paul that was confident and preppy, he's gone. And if this is the way of him coming back here and trying to make things right by telling me that he wants me to be happy, maybe that it is. I don't know. But I can tell you one thing. Looking at him in the face, it just breaks my heart.
Then don't look at him.
What are you talking about? How do I do that? I was engaged to him. I loved him. Do you know how many times he bailed me out in horrible times in my life? And how do I repay him for that? I ruined his life.
Come on, listen to what you're saying now. Listen to what you're saying. This guy's making you feel like a sinner every time you're around him?
The way I treated him, that was a sin. It was wrong.
How we feel is wrong.
What we did about it. What we did about it, that was wrong.
What we do? We haven't done anything. The mistakes that you and I have made regarding this boy are over. They're in the past. We are here in the now, and you got a choice to make.
What? What are you talking about?
You got to choose who's going to be the man in your life. Paul or me?
What Rose feels for Dusty now is temporary.
Come on, don't kid yourself.
Hey, I got to her, Jen. I did. I got Rose just for a second to remember what it felt like to be in love with me. And now she's conflicted.
You know what you're doing to Dusty and Rose is the same thing that Mom did to you.
Whose side are you on?
Yours, but you hate Mom for what she did to you, and I don't want to see you hating yourself.
Okay, do you know what it feels like to be betrayed by somebody that you love? And we're just supposed to take it? Is it okay for somebody to take all of your love and just throw it away when somebody new comes along?
No, it's not.
You know, I'm gonna make sure that nobody ever hurts or manipulates you ever again, Jen. You or Will, I'm not gonna go for it. I'm not gonna let Dusty or Rose, and particularly Barbara, ever hurt us again. Which is why I want you and Will to move in with me.
Come on, you know Mom won't allow that.
Well, I'll take care of that. It's us.
Is this a private party, or can anyone join?
Yep. Park your broomstick by the door and pull up a chair.
You talking about make my move? Kate and I are just friends. That's all we want to be.
Please.
What?
I saw the glances between you two in Montana, and if Jack looked at a friend like that, I'd pluck his eyeballs out of his skull.
You and Jack are together, all right? Katie's still hung up on Simon.
Okay, here's the deal. I will fix your love life, and you leave when Jack gets back.
I don't want you fixing my love.
Katie loved a man who turned out to be a dog, and you fell in love with a little girl who turned out to be somebody else's daughter. You guys need each other.
You know what? Just because you and Jack are loving life here in Cozyville doesn't mean that everybody wants to be like that, okay?
No, that's true. Not everybody does. But you do. So why don't you bring along a bottle of champagne on this late night supper, and we'll see which one of us is right.
It's one of those microbreweries in Chicago. You should like it. It's pretty good. That's right. Thanks, Jack. I gotta go. What's up with him?
No. I think he just developed a taste for champagne.
So then I dumped Chris before he could dump me, only I wish that I hadn't, and now I want him back.
So tell him you're sorry.
Huh?
Allison, you're not a baby. Chris shouldn't be expected to have to watch your every move, especially now. His father could be dying, Allison. He needs a friend.
And I made this whole thing about me. I'm such a jerk.
It's okay. So fix it.
How?
Just let Chris know that he can have space, and mean it. Let him know that as soon as he needs you, you'll still be waiting.
Wow, that sounds so mature. I wish that...
What?
That I was more like you. I bet you never had to chase Simon around.
You've got to be kidding me. You have no idea how much I had to chase him. And if you're looking for advice on how to keep a guy, I'm definitely not your best role model.
Katie, why do you say that? You got him. You totally won.
Oh, really? Then where is he, Allison? Where's my husband?
There wasn't much I could do for him, Susan. He was conscious in a second and then in a coma the next. I mean, a CAT scan may show that he had a stroke. He was anxious and disoriented when he woke up. I mean, what appeared to be a recovery might have been just the momentary firing of his neutrons.
That's what I was afraid of.
Well, you know how it is with post-stroke patients. I mean, what appears to be a miracle is just the last few sparks from a dying brain.
Oh. Well, you better figure out a way to break it to Kim. I'll be right here.
Mom, Dad just spoke.
What did he say?
He slipped back in a coma. Just one word. Just one word.
Well, so what did he say?
Rick. And he was upset when he said it. Now, why do you think that is?
Your father called my name because I'm his doctor, Chris.
No, it wasn't like that. He sounded desperate.
Well, he probably knew that he was in danger. I should have been there with him.
There's also the possibility of aphasia. Besides being disoriented from waking up, he could have been confusing his words, saying Rick when he meant something else.
No, he looked me right in the eye. He wasn't confused.
I'm not going to stand here and listen to this. I'm going back to your father. Maybe he'll wake up. Maybe he'll talk to us again.
I'll keep an eye on him.
So will I.
Next time I agree to become the personal physician of the chief of staff, throw a bucket of water in my face.
Oh, no, you did everything right. Bob wouldn't even be here if it hadn't been, if you hadn't come to Memorial.
We talk about something else. Something fun.
Well, there's always our wedding. We haven't set a date.
You mean it? You still want to be my wife?
Of course, why wouldn't I?
I don't know. Just that well, I mean, with Bob relapsing, I'm not feeling very worthy right now.
Oh, are you serious? You are the most wonderful, incredible man I know.
No, I'm not.
I'm sorry, Katie. I shouldn't have brought Simon up.
It's okay. Nobody else even mentions him.
Like my big, huge mistake never happened. You know, everyone tried to tell me that people never change, but I just hoped that maybe if I loved him and... It's okay, though. Now I know what I'm doing. You okay? No. My husband's gone, my veal isn't marsala, and I still can't open this stupid bottle of wine.
If there's one thing that I learned in jail, it's that nothing ever stays the same. And things do change. They do get better.
You know, you're a lot closer to being a grown-up than you think.
I have a great role model.
And I have a rabbit.
You know, I'm not going to sit here and let you bait Mom.
Jennifer, would you mind stopping in and checking on your little brother? Just see how he's doing. I bet he'd love a visit from you.
Sure.
Tell you what, I'll just stay here and be a good little boy.
Will you be? A good little boy? Good little boys don't take children away from their mothers.
Oh, you overheard my plan.
To have Will and Jennifer move in with you, yes, I did. And I can't understand how you could possibly be so cruel to your mother after everything that she has been through.
Oh.
Come on, Paul. Why do we have to be enemies?
Oh, well, it's a little late for us to be friends, don't you think?
Okay, then you tell me what I can do, all right? Tell me what I can do. Make it up to you. Forgive me. What do I do?
Really? Anything? Do you want Will and Jen to have a happy, stable home?
Yes, of course, that's all I want.
Well, then it's settled. They'll move in with me. I mean, I'd invite you too, but that would be like asking the crocodile to play in the kiddie pool.
You make one move.
And you'll what?
Son.
What did you do? Destroy my life? You tried that already. And I survived.
Paul is not trying to manipulate you or me. He's just trying to be decent.
He sent his sister up here to stop us from whatever it is that we're doing here, because he knows that once we get a taste of it, there's no turning back.
Stop. Stop.
You stop. You stop running to Paul, letting him come between us. You gotta stop feeling guilty because you don't love him anymore.
I never said I didn't love him.
Okay. Are you still in love with him? Because if you are, tell me now.
Coming up on As the World Turns.
I'll bet you $1,000.
Oh, try $1 million. Are you in?
Get out of my life.
I'm not in love with Paul. I got feelings for Paul. And they don't go away because you or anybody else says they do.
What do you mean, feelings?
I don't know. They just feelings, you know? I was engaged to him. I was gonna marry that man. I cared about him then. I care about him now. And both of us, broke his heart, and I have to make it up to him.
Yeah, by breaking mine.
What are you saying?
What are you saying? You gonna go back to some brief period in history when you and Paul were happy? And I wasn't in the picture?
You're not being fair.
Fair is for children. You want to put me on hold while you play eeny, meeny, miny, mo?
Hey, oh, no, I'm not doing that. I'm just asking for a little time. That's it.
Take a lot of time, baby. Don't expect me to wait around.
You are not Will's father. You have no legal standing. If you try to take him away from me, Helen, I will see you in court. And I will tell you something else. Jen is of legal age. She can decide who she wants to live with, and she chooses me.
Yeah, for now.
For always.
No. Sooner or later, either Will or Jen, they'll disagree with you or not do what they're told. And then the mask will drop. Big doe-eyed mama will disappear and the dragon lady will enter. I give Jen 1 month, tops, before she bolts to be with Big Brother.
You are overestimating your charms.
Really? Because you look scared, Barbara. From now on, every day, you're going to be watching Jen, wondering if she's going to walk out the door.
It will never happen.
You're bluffing.
Am I? So call me on my bluff. I bet you that in 1 month's time, Jen will still be living happily with me.
Fine. I'll take that wager. I'll bet you $1,000.
Oh, it's a wager you want. A wager? Okay. Try $1 million. Are you in?
Don't be so modest. You are a wonderful man and a wonderful doctor.
I'm not perfect.
Guess what? Neither am I.
Susan, I don't want my flaws to take you by surprise. You and I have such chemistry. We're so compatible that for the first time in my life, I feel that I can accomplish anything, that I can meet the most insane goals because I know you're going to be there.
But you have every gift in the book. You don't need me.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. If I were to lose you, if I were to lose your trust...
That's never going to happen. I love you.
Enough to help me change.
There's nothing about you that I would change. I was never looking for perfect. I was looking for you.
Did he seem frightened?
Dad frightened? No, just like I said, desperate.
For what?
To tell me something. He was grabbing my hand and struggling. He was fighting so hard, Mom.
Darling. Sweetheart. You're trying so hard to tell Chris.
Katie. Katie, you in there? Katie. Are you all right?
I lied, Mike. I still love Simon. I miss him so much. I want him back. I'm sorry.
Hey. It's all right. It's all right.
Jack.
She was awake, I swear she was.
Yeah, sure she was.
She was.
You like her, don't you?
Kinda, yeah.
You know, I had so much animosity towards Mike, and now I kind of feel sorry for him.
So do I. I wish Sage had been awake when he stopped by.
Well, I wish he'd learned how to use a phone.
No. He will. Right now, he's just getting over finding out that this wonderful little girl is not his daughter. Give him time.
I give him a little, but that's all.
Well, I think a little is all he's gonna need. I think after tonight, Mike is gonna have everything he needs for a very happy life.
Oh, I hate this.
What?
Being sad. I'm so sick of it. It's always there when I'm alone or have nothing to do, or a memory comes back and it's just like, wham! I just start wondering again why Simon left me and why he didn't love me.
Hey, look. You're gonna be okay.
I just have a hole right here. My heart hurts, Mike. My heart actually hurts.
Can I get you anything? You hungry?
I forgot to make dinner.
Don't worry about it. We'll get a pizza. Like sausage, onions.
No, God, no, please don't talk about sausage and onions. Oh, I thought wine would make me feel better, but nothing makes me feel better.
Not even trips to Montana. All little newborn babies, weddings. We had fun, didn't we?
Yeah. It just doesn't matter what I'm doing. Even when I'm laughing, a part of me is still crying.
What would make you happy?
Seeing Simon walk through that door.
You are even crazier than I had imagined, and that's saying a lot.
Crazy because I love my children?
No, because you're willing to bet money on your daughter's happiness.
At least I'm betting on it, not against it.
I want
like
Jen
you.
to love her life.
So do I.
No, you want her to love your life. You want her to be a toady for you, some kind of a lapdog.
Is that why I'm setting her up with credit card accounts, bank accounts? I'm setting her up with a fabulous career. Why I'm supporting her every single second of every day that we are together.
If you give her something that she didn't earn, you are telling her that she couldn't make it on her own. You are discouraging her from being successful. This is just your sick way of keeping your children closer to you.
You know what? You're the crazy one.
It's quite possible, given who my parents are.
Are you finished, Paul?
No, but this little thing is. You know what? Oh, I'll take your bet. I'll bet you $1 million that within a month, Jen runs out of your life and moves in with me.
Deal.
Oh, this is gonna be a pleasure.
You know what you are? You're the king of ultimatums. I've lost count. How many times this week you told me that you're going to leave if I don't do what you want me to do?
It's not an ultimatum, it's the truth. I'm here because I want you. If you want Paul, if you can't give yourself to me, then I am leaving.
I never, ever said that I wanted to be with Paul.
You're not saying anything because you're not in charge here. Paul is. And I'm not sticking around to watch you get hurt.
No. No. See, you can't leave town. You can't leave me. It's not right.
Why don't you make it right? Why don't you tell Paul you don't want to see him anymore, you don't take his calls anymore, that to you, he is dead, really dead this time.
Can't. I'm sorry. I can't do it.
Then get out of here.
What?
Get out of my life. I want you to tell me that you want me as much as I want.
Yes. Yes, I want you. I want you.
So, how did it go?
Just fine.
Yeah, just great. Yeah.
Well, that's great. I was afraid I'd come back and find Mom pinned to the wall with a pickle fork.
No, honey, nothing that dramatic. Well, you know what? I think we better go upstairs, don't you think so?
You know, I'll catch up with you. I just need to talk to Paul for a second.
Me? Oh, yeah, sure, anytime. I'll talk to you, you know, a day from now, a week from now, a month from now, whenever.
Don't be too long, Jennifer. We have a big day tomorrow.
I wasn't checking on Will.
No, I know. How's Rose?
Racked with guilt. You were right. She can't come into Dusty. He kicked her out.
Really? Okay, as much as I appreciate you coming down here and telling me that, I really don't want you spying for me anymore. Oh, and you have to stay away from Dusty. I mean, he's like a human pheromone factory. You have to promise me.
Okay, I promise.
Great. You better get out of here, because I don't think Barbara liked that you stayed here to talk to me.
Can't you call her Mom?
No, not anymore.
Paul.
Go. Now. I'll talk to you. Be in touch.
Hello, this is a hospital, not some love shack.
Oh, Allison.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, that was totally immature. If you guys want a hug, go right ahead.
No, Allison, I'm sorry, but the reason that your mother and I are hugging is that, well, we've decided to set a wedding date.
Yeah?
Now,
Well, that's really cool.
I don't want you to think that I'm going to try and replace your father. I mean, you have a father, as I did. My dad, he died some years ago. I'll never forget him.
Right.
And I would be honored if you would consider me a friend and a part of the family. I'll leave that up to you to decide what that means.
Sure, whatever. Well, actually, the reason I came is to ask if you guys have seen Chris.
Yes, and he was very upset.
About, was it because of me?
No, Bob had come out of his coma and things were going well, but then he relapsed.
Terrible. Poor Dr. Hughes.
Well, these things happen and they can't always be explained.
Maybe you should go find Chris. He looked like he needed a friend.
He did? Maybe I'll just give him some time right now. He needs some time to spend with his family.
Oh, that's terribly grown up of you.
Well, you know I am 18 now.
Oh, girl.
Well, I'll see you guys later.
You could have seen that kid 10 months ago. I really think this family thing's going to work out.
Susan, why are we waiting? Why don't we get married tomorrow?
Oh, you're kidding, right?
I've never been more serious.
Tomorrow?
Yes, as soon as the courthouse opens. Susan, I have been waiting my entire life to look like this. I'd almost forgotten what it feels like.
But what about my dress and the license?
Now, please, you could get married in a burlap bag and look gorgeous. As far as the license, well, we'll just call the courthouse and see who can bring out.
Wait. What about Bob?
I'm sorry, I don't think there's anything more I can do for the poor man.
Chris says that you were trying very hard to break through. He says he's never seen you fight so hard. You don't have to fight alone, my love. We are right here with you.
I think he was calling for help, Mom.
He wants to come back to us. I know he does.
I know. He was struggling so hard to stay awake.
And that's what we have to pray for. Bob, honey, don't give up. Keep fighting. Please come back to us. Because we're not ready to say goodbye.
Mike,
Katie?
can you make the room stop spinning? It's really bugging me.
Look, here. Drink this and I'll get you upstairs to bed.
Yuck. No, and I hate that bed. It's too big. I sleep down here now.
Sofa it is.
Oh, Snickers.
Snickers?
It's too late to be up, especially for a rabbit.
All right. In your cage, buddy. All right, okay. Katie,
You are my best friend.
Well, that's a good thing, because you're my best friend, too. What were you thinking, Casno?
Snyder family.
Jack, it's Mike.
Man, this really isn't a good time to talk.
Tomorrow, then? Look, I need your help. I need to track down Simon Frazier.
On the next, As the World Turns.
Your father spoke?
Just one word. Rick.
Do you know what it's like to wake up in the morning and reach over for someone who's not there?
Katie, Simon loved you, all right? He loved you more than you'll ever know.
Rick and I are getting married.
Yeah?
Today.